Aloha and good morning. On my way to stretch class this morning, and I want to talk to you about the miracles of fasting. Not just water fasting, but fasting in general. No matter what type of fasting you want to do, fasting, as I have found out in over 30 years of doing constant research, constant experimentation, okay, with over 150,000 different patients from all different types, young, old, optimized, sick, healthy, wanting to become more conscious. The number one therapy that you can do yourself is fasting. And fasting is very beautiful because what you're doing is you're actually giving your body a rest from just the constant usage of energy to break down food, to process food. And usually it's not because you need it. It's because, it goes deep, but it's usually parasitic. Yeast, mold, fungus, candida, all different types of parasites. They all feed and eat. And most of them eat off of food that we put in our bodies. And of course, some parasites eat off of us. And actually, like in stage 4 cancer, eat us to death. So fasting, I found out, is the most miraculous, simple way to start to train your body to become efficient. One of the things that you want to put in your mind, fasting, like I said, just doesn't have to be water. You can fast from meat for 21 days. Okay, you can fast from pork for 21 days. What you're trying to do is upgrade, enhance, and optimize your body by reducing the amount of density that's inside it. You can do a smoothie fast for 21 days. All right, and 21 days is the reason I say that is because if you can do a 21-day simple fast, because that's all those are, they're simple fasts. No flesh for 21 days, well, that's a lot easier than doing steam distilled water for 21 days. So there's all different layers of fasting. Now, you can even fast from electronic equipment. You can fast from texting. You can fast, some people stop talking for 21 days. So, you're really trying to actually take away instead of add to your world. You'll find out that making space is the most important thing that you can do to get healthy and clear of the mind. Clear. So, let's talk to you about now the idea of water fasting. This is what we do up at our healthy adventure vacations up here in Hawaii on the Big Island. We've had about 150 participants come through and actually get magnificent results, 21 days to 3 months. And they go through a variety of programs, protocols, practices, disciplines before they come, while they're here, and of course to stay on the program after they leave. So they're coming up because they're already intermediate, at least, and they want to come up to challenge themselves in the environment that would make sense, which everybody else is doing the same thing. And they're not just water fasting, okay? We're doing a variety of IV therapies, including different types of advanced therapies that help remove mercury, cadmium, aluminum, lead, plastic, insecticides, pesticides, herbicides, different types of toxicities, contaminants, high dose vitamin C, H2O2 drips, alpha lipoic acid, glutathione pushes, EDTA. These are all advanced therapies. We also do hydrocolon therapies, and you should see the parasites that come out of people, especially when you start to dry your body out through water fasting. And this last group, they got massive amounts of large, 12 to 15 inch size I call them serpents that come out of the body. The air conditioning in here gets me. I got to shut the windows, otherwise you can't hear. So, let's get into water fasting, okay? And of course, just to finish this off, you're doing advanced all different therapies. You're pushing the lymph system around, doing far infrared saunas every day. You're doing rest. You're resting yourself. You're really trying to regenerate and detoxify yourself. That's the whole prime directive of what we do up at the Terrain Modification Academy, we call it. So you can do a lot of this on your own, and then when you want to get more advanced and serious, then you come up and see us. But start out yourself right now is to start doing, if you want to do water fasting, which is the best way to do it, I would use distilled water. Distilled water is dry, it's empty, and it has the affinity way more to be able to pick up toxicity and get it out of the body. It is more aggressive than using the other waters, just because it's dry. So you can first start, out doing a 1-day water fast a week, 1 day, 24-hour period, which will change your world. It'll be hard to do, maybe. Very hard to do, depending on who you are, depending on what parasites are not going to get fed. Okay, and that's the whole idea of the turbulence. It's not because you need the food, it's because the parasites that live inside all of us need to be fed consistently, like you've been doing. So just cutting out the toxicity, 1 day's worth of toxicity of eating fast foods a week. Okay, remember, that's a fast. So this type of a fast is way more aggressive than what I call those simple fasts. Like I said, just getting off of meat, getting off of GMOs. They're all fasts. So now, if you did 1 day a week and you did that for a month, then you can go ahead and maybe go next month, you can try a 3-day water fast. Okay? And then after you do the 3-day water fast, continue with your 1 day a week water fast, 24-hour period. And then maybe you're ready the next month to go ahead and make a jump and do a 7 to 10 day water fast. This is when you're ready to come and see us. These types of layers are way more effective than when you start to go ahead and actually, clean yourself up before, you think, anybody else is going to help you with it. So that's one way of doing that. And then you continually go ahead and keep 1 day a week water fasting going, because it just regenerates you, makes you younger. You'll see. After a 10-day water fast, I notice that everybody that comes and visits us up here, after the 10th day, they look 10 years younger. 10 years worth of baggage loss, swelling, inflammation, just a variety of different virtues. Miracles is what I call them. That's the 10th day is the miracle day. So if you want to also do another type of way you can do fasting is you can do 1 day for 1 week. Then you jump up to the next layer the next week. And this is more advanced than the last way I told you. And the next week you do 2 days. 2 days. And you can do this again with any type of fasting.
Important reminder. All information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.